If you're at all like me and deep into your self-development journey, then you probably constantly have new goals, new targets, big milestones that you want to hit, and you push yourself out of your comfort zone constantly. You're trying new things, you're exploring, right? You really want yourself to be living your life to the very limit. You want to give yourself as much progress as you possibly can. But sometimes all of that pressure and all of that effort can start to feel very, very straining on you. It can be too much. And at times you might even feel like just stopping completely. I know I have. You might have thought to yourself, what's even the point of all of this if I don't just get to enjoy and be happy with what I have? And I think that the balance between those two is one of the hardest sweet spots to really find and especially to maintain. But to live the most fulfilling life, it really does demand you to find the perfect balance between progress, growth, and also enjoyment and gratitude towards what is right now. And it's very important that you realize and internalize that these two are not mutually exclusive, because this is where we get a lot of dissonance. We think on one end we need to progress and grow and push ourselves, right? And set big goals and new targets, and we should never be happy and never feel at ease until we've hit them. And then we hit them and we set new ones, right? And then we go again and we go again. It's this infinite loop. And be careful with that, because if you don't also match it with happiness, enjoyment, peace in the current moment, then all you have is a never-ending chase. And it can make you actually want to give up completely, because no matter how far, you chase that rabbit, it just keeps running and running and running. And then there's another one and another one. There's always a new goal. There's always another target. There's always another milestone. In your life, there's never going to be a time where you think, you know what, I've achieved absolutely everything I ever wanted to, because you'll just find something new. If you wired yourself like that, if you're ambitious, if you're driven, it never ends. And so you have to find peace in this current moment. Be happy with what's right in front of you. In order to really appreciate how far you've come, you have to reflect and you have to look back. Do you even recognize yourself, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, even 1 year ago? Are you the same person? If so, I'm a little bit concerned, because hopefully there are so many parts of you that have developed and gotten better and stronger. But not only do you put in that work, you also have to appreciate what you've done for yourself, to look back and to really take some level of pride and enjoyment in how much you've grown. Because this non-stop chase, this never-ending cycle, although much healthier than any vicious one, is still a cycle, still a repetitive pattern, a different kind at a higher level, but the fundamental workings of it all remain the same. Inner peace is being happy with how things are right now, completely content. It doesn't mean that you won't pursue new goals. It doesn't mean that you're not setting new targets. Again, they're not mutually exclusive. You can have that feeling and still go after a new goal. But are you okay just as you are right now? Even if you never got that new goal, even if you never had another accomplishment in your life, could you be fulfilled with where you are today? And if the answer is no, then let's find out why. Because that's the real problem, and that's the real thing that needs work. Until we are at peace, no amount of achieving can ever cover it up or make it all go away. And that's that mistake where we keep trying to fill the void. No matter what you attain, no matter how much you accomplish, it will remain, because it's not about how successful you are, or how much you've done, or how much of an impact you've even had on other people, and how much value you've brought to this world. It's about how you feel about yourself. This is the key, to just be at peace. Your self-esteem, your self-image, every part of you to really be integrated and to feel like you love yourself. It It's so important. Because if you've ever felt like giving up, or if you've ever felt completely overwhelmed in your life, then you know how critical it is to have this part. This is the foundation, and everything else you achieve is really building on top of it. Everything else that you strive for really depends on how strong your core is. If your core can carry the weight and bear the weight of everything that you're building. If it cannot, then what you'll find is you'll crumble. You'll feel pressure being applied, and it's not easy to sustain. And whenever you want to expand, whenever you want to reach, look at how much depth you really have, right? Think about a tree and its roots. If a tree tries to grow too tall and it doesn't have solid roots, it's just gonna come falling down. The more you build, the more depth you need. And so let's build that depth through meditation, through reflection, through inner work, deep inner work, right? To truly see what within you is not at peace, what within you is not at ease, what's creating friction, and what's creating an internal war. The moment that we resolve that, the moment that we work through it and process it, even just bringing it into the light and having awareness around it, already releases a lot of the tension, already gives you a chance to understand. It's like a hurt child. If you try to tell the hurt child to stop crying and just get on with it, come on, don't be so weak, right? Only provokes even worse reactions. But the moment that you say, hey, it's okay, I understand, it's a reasonable response. You've been traumatized. You've been through some difficult things in your life. And if you try to pretend like, you should just get over it and be strong, then no wonder you're trapped. No wonder you're stuck, because you're stifling yourself. Not only did you get stifled by other people, but then you do it to yourself because it's all you know. But when you expand, you relax, you release all of this, you have a massive opportunity. You have yourself really letting go of everything that has made you contract and really constrict yourself and hold yourself back. It's what's kept you small. And the moment that you really, really, really recognize it, appreciate it, allow for it, and see it, then it becomes light and it's easy. It no longer has a grip and a hold over you, because it's the resistance and the tension that we put up that keeps the energy trapped. That's exactly why we stay stuck, because we're not willing to face off with it, right? We want to avoid it, dodge it, distract, any shiny object, any coping mechanism, anything but to just look it right in the eye and say, hey, here I am. I'm ready. I'm not gonna keep dodging this. I'm going to face it head on so that I can process it, work through it, and become the best version of myself that I've ever been. And the moment that you do, it feels like the whole world opens up to you. So take the time, be willing, be understanding towards yourself, because it's the opportunity of a lifetime, and the moment that you do it, that's it. It's unlocked. You never really have to look back ever again. And you will feel so much lighter. You will feel like you're capable, like you have so much energy. And you deserve to feel that way. And look, if you want my help, support, coaching, and guidance to personally make sure that you're performing at your very best every week, hitting your goals, hitting your targets, just always improving, then I invite you to jump over to erafael.com. Link is in the description. Over there, you can book a one-on-one call with me directly. And if we're a good fit, I'd love to work with you. Again, if you want to take advantage, book that call, erafael.com. Link is in the description. As always, I hope that you enjoyed this one, and I will catch you on the next one.